But with these webinars and these lessons that we're teaching you, we want you to at least learn, get an edge of, like get those years of experience of people who have been searching, and like get it firsthand before we even start anything, so that you can be better positioned to prepare well, to manage your resources. And I'm going to go quickly over searching. So what is searching? Searching is basically Google. Just go to Google or whatever browser you use, Chrome, whatever, and you search any question that you want to know about. You can just write, that is the beginner level. You just type whatever your thoughts are, click enter, and you kind of navigate the pages that come up, or look at some AI kind of things you can look at, get some information about the school. That's it. But today now I want to go deeper into the more advanced type of ways of searching. And we're going to be looking at how to do a deep search and specific searches on schools. So someone throw me a question. What do you want to know about in terms of college applications? Anyone? Just unmute and ask. We're taking a lot of time. Let's say we want to know about research papers by Duke professors, right? So a beginner will type that research papers. That's basic searching, and you try to explore maybe the research department, or choose whatever relevant links that pop up, research articles. But I want us to do it in a better way. So one thing you can add on your prompt is to specify the kind of websites you want. And for educational, maybe college websites, yeah, you can see here it's undergraduate at duke.edu. I can see here libraries at duke.edu. So what you can type before anything, you can type site and specify that you want edu websites. That's one of the things. And then you put your research query in quotes and you click search. So this will give you a slightly different response. You see now, this one was saying to access research papers, which is Duke University. This one, what, do this. Our next prompt is now taking you to scholars at Duke, so it's more specific. And then it gives you more relevant URLs, explore research by department and all that. Then let's say we want to look at PDF files alone, like we don't want to read blog apps. So you can do file type. So you type file type, use a colon, and then you type PDF, and then you do that. Then when you search this, it will only bring you PDFs. You see now they specify that this is PDF and all that, PDF. It will try to recommend PDFs, which if you click, you can get PDF versions of things. See, you could be looking like Duke professor resumes, which is now more, maybe you want to search. It's hard to find like resumes used through text, but if you find a PDF, it could be like very nice. So when you search, you'll find PDF here, PDF here, PDF. So if you go to number 2, it will still be PDF. It will be very consistent with what you need. I forgot how to put some quotes here. It can be more accurate. So this is going to give you a lot of details, sample cover letters and all that. So this is how you specify the query that you want to search. Okay, that is for one. You can do file type for Excel like this to go to Excel SX to search for Excel files. So, for example, if we are doing our search, we could do maybe like, what is a good timeline? Grading rubric. You want to know how rubrics are done. So you just get a PDF version. So you will just go straight to your PDFs and start looking for learning something from a PDF. If you search programming, if you search maybe biomedical engineering, I'm gonna take you through a PDF version of our PowerPoint. So it makes it easy for you to get this type of content. Okay, so I've gone through that. So advanced, that it means you can add more parameters. So in URL means you want things that are research-based. So maybe I can say I want to find PDFs, but I want to also find in URL where only URLs that I've mentioned research, for example, so that it can bring me research papers. And then you have in URL, file type, and then that. So file type should come after this, I think. Let's just search and see. So you'll find things that had research on the URL, like ResearchGate. So if you click this, you'll only find research things that are being suggested to you. You can go directly to reading research in biomedical engineering. Yeah, you can search anything probably. You can search your favorite PhD podcasts and search, you find anything that comes up, find research papers that have been written about your favorite influencers, learn about the writing styles and all that. So it's a very interesting way of using Google. So explanation I've already gone through. Site EDU limits research to educational institutions. In URL ensures the URL includes the word research. PDF restricts results to PDF documents. Search for documents that include keywords. So quotes is just putting keywords that you want to find. So you can put keywords Duke, keywords computer science department, keywords, yeah, so that it can narrow down your Google search. In text means excludes results containing the word summary in the text. Yeah. So that is the first part of using browsers. So another thing that has come up in modern age technology, and I'm sure you've heard about it, is large language models. And to be competitive in this world, you also have to know what tools are out there that people are using to kind of get an edge, especially in writing and especially in research and finding ideas. You have to use those tools because you are competing against people who are using those tools. So if you just rely on your brain and human knowledge in this age, like when I was applying in 2021, we didn't have artificial intelligence. We had to actually connect with people to review our English, or like to correct some of the grammar mistakes, or we wait until a person reviews our essay. That's when we can restructure our sentences, because there was no expert. But now Right now in this age, people are using AI to make their writing better, to make their thinking better, to get to brainstorm ideas. And now for this, because probably anyone who has some form of computer somewhere knows how to use ChatGPT at this point. What I can only add value to you by teaching you how you can best leverage it in a better way so that you can use it way better than other people or like the competition. That will, I think, will add value on to you today, because now you won't only be searching, you won't only be searching based on, and you don't know how prompt engineering works. It's actually becoming a thing. Like you can actually get a job as a prompt engineer, but some people use ChatGPT better. You can be given a project and someone uses purely ChatGPT to solve it, and while the other person will say it doesn't work and gives up. So I've been using ChatGPT since it came out in late 2022, and probably I can say I have experience in it. But also, these are some of the tips I found online that I kind of related to, and maybe some nice videos that I'll share later where you can now learn to use ChatGPT better, prompt it better, and make it more powerful by giving it context. Yeah. So if you have never heard of large language models, it's something that has come in the world of generative artificial intelligence, where it scours its knowledge base and parameter base to give prompts based on the closest approximation of what is true. So we have ChatGPT, which is the industry leader at this point. And the premium version is ChatGPT 4.0, which is the most recent one. This is important because if you're going to use ChatGPT, please invest some money in maybe even probably form a group, a WhatsApp group with your fellow scholars, like I think Edmond, Gordon, Anne, and Angela. Form a group somewhere where you can raise some money. I think it's $20 a month, which could be pricey for you. But if you are a group, you could say like probably $5 each, and then you can be paying monthly, or you decide everyone to contribute probably $10, and then you pay for 2 months, something like that. Why I'm emphasizing this is because the premium version is very powerful. It's better trained, it's better maintained, it accepts PDF files. So probably you never knew that ChatGPT can take PDF files. Now you know. It can take screenshots, so you can just do a screenshot of something and prompt it on some things. So, and also it has less mistakes, it blabs less. So the way it generates is more natural and hard to detect for anyone. It sounds like human speech. So it's very close to what you will be writing if you are writing an essay by yourself or something like that. So another thing, avoid unwise use of ChatGPT in your essay writing. So as much as I'm saying you should learn how to leverage these resources, I know people will be like, oh, I don't want to teach my students to use ChatGPT because I want them to write it by themselves. But this is a new age, let's admit. So how I want you to be doing it, it should not be just typing and copy pasting. So no copy pasting. So don't copy and paste. The reason why some schools have actually thrown out applications because of highly probable percentage of that essay being written by ChatGPT. And the more they read essays, the more they can tell if an essay has been written by ChatGPT. There's some patterns that come up. There's the way hyphenations are used. There's something that comes up in the pattern of writing that they will know this is not a person I'm going to give a scholarship, yet they use the ChatGPT. See, yeah. But maybe if you're using ChatGPT in maybe activities list, probably no one will know. Probably like looking for action words or whatever. Anyone can use good action words. But if you are crafting your entire life story using ChatGPT, it's probably tellable. And so there are some softwares that can cap that. So instead of that, instead of using ChatGPT, you should learn how to read from ChatGPT. and then implement on our own. So it can give you ideas on what you should, on how you should write. So this is good use of ChatGPT. Maybe you have an idea. You can let ChatGPT, you can prompt it in the best way and then look at how it can write 5 different ways it can write that idea. And then you'll be like, this was the most impactful for me. You can give it rubrics. So if you have if you have the premium version, you can upload the rubric I'm going to give you. That does it check all these boxes? How does it collaborate? It can give you feedback. It can score your essay. Yeah, but now you have to take your time and actually think about every paragraph, every sentence, and it has to be your own unique idea. Don't let ChatGPT carry the story. That's another thing. So don't let ChatGPT carry your story. Like you just have a mere idea of what it is, and then you let ChatGPT create characters, create things, create places. It's gonna look very messy. And that's one. And then for schools which are investing in AI detection for admission purposes, you're going to be losing scholarships. For example, maybe you're a very good student, but if you just used your own writing instead of ChatGPT, it could be your idea, but because it's generated, you might lose the scholarship even if they like the essay, because they cannot tell whether you're the one who wrote it or it's an artificial intelligence model that wrote it. So don't let ChatGPT carry the story. Carry your story. Own it. Like, just get ideas. Writing a paragraph is not that hard. Practice how to write as fast as possible. And you can rephrase it in your own, like, if you read, you can read from ChatGPT plus rephrasing. So this is I think good use cases of ChatGPT, because you won't tell it to write the best essay it has ever seen. Probably it's not at that level to write a good essay. It won't be emotional. It will have its own downsides. It won't be authentic enough. But even if you put all your information and tell it to write it now in professional English, it's better to rephrase it with your own words, with your own physical dictionary, and like your own languages. So that's about fair use. I just wanted to emphasize that so that we can get that right. So I've attached here a beginner's guide to ChatGPT. I don't know, some links that might be broken, but it's a cheat sheet of how you can prompt it better. So that's like a more comprehensive way, all the way from writing to coding to research and all that. But the one thing I found useful was this pointers that I found. I really think we should go and look at it. I've also attached some of the timestamps to YouTube videos that you can go and check about the writing secrets of ChatGPT. But now, one thing consistent with this is structure. So we need a structured way of prompting the ChatGPT. So let's open ChatGPT. Okay, this is how it looks. Hello. Okay. Sorry about that. I think my connection kind of slipped out. This is how ChatGPT looks like. To be quick, this is the prompt area. You can see I'm currently on 4.0. The free version is, I think, probably it's not even there. There's ChatGPT 4 Legacy, 4.0 Mini, 0.1. So all of them have different strengths where they excel at. So this one has faster reasoning, advanced reasoning, great for most tasks. So you can just choose. It has a lot of functionality. If you're not using AI this application season to your best advantage, you'll probably be losing out. You'll probably not be competing at the level you would want. And this is necessarily not for personal statement. I would actually prefer you to write your own personal statement, but to be at par with the grammars and avoiding small mistakes, you could have it just like Grammarly review some of your sentence structure so that you can better communicate. But don't write word for word. Don't copy paste word for word from ChatGPT. One feature that I like about this is um, its ability to actually develop. It's called memory. It has memory. And what I mean by memory is it can remember what your previous responses were. So one way you can decide to do that, we have one of two ways, and we are now taking a deep dive on structure and formatting, and also like role, and also like source specific results. We want to get kind of structure. One way ChatGPT does that is through these things called GPT modules. So as you can see, you can create your own expert. For example, if I click on one, you can see Code Kenya is a software engineering expert for lead code challenges. So you've kind of given it the role of doing just programming. We have others that do pathology, pharmacology, finance, maybe thesis writing. So the thing is, you can upload a lot of PDF files in advance, like materials from this class, all that, probably Google Drive, PowerPoints, and all that, feed it information in one place in its knowledge base. And then now that particular GPT could be, maybe a US prospects GPT could be just an expert in college application. So you can get instant feedback based on the whole database or the whole part of information that you trained it on. Can do discrete math. So a friendly and knowledgeable discrete mathematics tutor. So I trained it based on discrete math textbooks and all that. Yeah. I think the way you do that is you edit GPT. So then you can configure it. You see my knowledge base is a PDF file from one of my classes. So like the discrete mathematics textbook, you can add a lot of resources on this GPT and train it based on that so that it can become a very tailored kind of GPT module. Another way that is normal now is just starting a conversation, keeping everything within a conversation. So for the conversation, I can say, like, if we have a new conversation, you can give it the parameters. You can tell it, assume the role of an admissions officer. So for the school you're applying to. So it will now role play as an admission officer. at Duke. And then now you can paste your essay or upload your essay from your computer. So you can upload probably your essay and then now ask it. Maybe you upload your essay, upload a rubric, and then tell it to grade your essay kind of thing. And then I tell you where it feels it's good, where it feels it's bad. So you can get like preliminary feedback from a machine before you even bring it to an actual mentor now who can tell you from a human perspective, what are they feeling? Because the AI cannot feel emotions based on your essay. But a human will be like, oh, I feel captivated. I feel empowered by this. So the AI can tell you, I feel empowered. That's how you're doing this program. You could have done this program based off of ChatGPT and probably will have a good shot at getting a school because not everyone can afford programs like this. But that human touch and like that small information, because you remember that what you feed it is what it gives you back. If you know more information about these schools, probably by communicating with students who are already there, you might be able to prompt your thing better. So that's how it works. You can role play it. And then one thing you have to do, like what I've done right now, is to assign a personality. So I've told it one of the techniques. Trick number one, what you should do first is assign your conversation. So ChatGPT will remember everything. Even if I come back tomorrow from this conversation, maybe it's Duke admissions role play, it will remember most of the things from its memory and kind of build up its knowledge, correct. If it makes a mistake, it corrects along the way. So you can do it. You can say, write, tell me about yourself. Question, response in the voice of Barack Obama. So this is like assigning a tone to it. So we assigned a role, and then now we are assigning a tone. So a tone means the cadence of communication. For example, you can see the way it has written, it kind of thinks of what Obama would have said or how his speeches look like from its database and kind of tries to write this story in the same way. So like, well, first of all, thank you for having me. So it has a short quips. I've always believed that each of us has a story to tell, shaped by our experiences, our challenges, and our opportunities. So you can tell he uses a lot of commas when he's speaking. So you can use anyone really so that you can see if they could have told that paragraph that you're writing in a more cadenced kind of way. I'm someone who believes in the power of education. So you can feel like it's a politician's kind of vibe. Some of his common phrases that he's using. I've always believed leadership is more than just the individual. So this is how probably he talks. You can see how it ended. So, and that's what I hope to bring to everything I do, whether in public service or in life. You should never stop learning, never stop striving, and never stop believing in the possibility of a better future. So this is how Obama inspired response would sound, because you can see there's a lot of repetition. It's a style of speech that politicians use a lot. Pauses, cadence, controlling the pace of the conversation. So you can literally role play anyone who is famous enough to be discovered by ChatGPT. You can role play Biden, you can role play a Nobel laureate, you can role play Ngugi wa Thiong'o, anything, and see how their writing styles kind of differ. So this is the best way to learn about writing styles. Assigning a role play to someone. So you assign a personality or a role. Assume like you are a Duke student or you are an admission officer, and then now give it a tone so that you can see how different people talk about certain different things and the same thing. So how different people talk about the same thing. So let's look at someone who is more popular in terms of YouTubing. You can see a YouTuber will say, hey, what's up? I'm Marcus Brownlee, but most people just call me MKBHD. I've been making tech videos on YouTube for a decade now. So this is how you will talk. And it's just a different ways you can read. I encourage you to read, but not copy paste. Don't do this. Don't just go and do this. This is just killing yourself and wasting your all the effort you've put in, because there's detection. There's a way it sounds that is not human-like. It lacks the emotionality. You have to do some work on your end to work on that. Yeah, so that is point number 2, assigning a tone to your audience, like telling it to write like in the voice of somebody who is popular. And then this will help you tailor to your target audience. So it's also nice to tell it, maybe let it know that I'm writing for something. So it has to know, are you writing a research paper or are you writing a college application? So you have to give it context. And it's not a matter of putting it in separate bonds. You can put everything at once. So for example, assume the role of an admission officer, put it there. So we are building up on the prompts. Just bear with me, but it's very important. Most people don't do this. And then write. No, now we won't specify the kind of thing we want to write about. Write in the voice of Barack Obama. I'm writing for a college application, personal statement. So giving it context of what you're writing about, so that it doesn't write a research-based kind of thing. It kind of creates its own understanding of how a college application should be. And then the other thing, the next part you do is ask ChatGPT for topic points. So you can ask it for, I can say like you can ask it for give me some 10 bullet points of what I can write about. So when we assigned the admission officer, it kind of got some specialized type of content. So it kind of specializes its knowledge based on an admission officer or a certain school. What will that person be looking at? So you get kind of that review from that. And then the other thing is collaboration. So this is basically the structure. We'll learn more as we go. So the last thing was saying, give me some topic points. Topic points, or write a short prose. So it's like you're benching off on, you want it to respond to you, but in the voice of Obama, so that you probably will understand better. And then it will tell you what Duke values and whatever, and it will tell you challenges, and it will tell you, see, like it tells you advice, like an admission officer will tell you, don't be afraid to share your challenges, your successes, or things that truly matter to you. It isn't just an essay, it's a chance to get a glimpse into who you are. Yeah, that's what I could have told you, actually. That's what I'm going to tell you. How you think and what you hope to accomplish. So it's pretty authentic because it now knows it's a Duke admission officer. It's giving you the response in the tone of Barack Obama. First off, I want to thank you for considering this important step in your journey. Writing can be a challenge, but it's also an opportunity to share who you are, what drives you. So like when you see those clips, those short clips, it's kind of trying to imitate how Obama speaks. So this is how you can basically play around with ChatGPT. And if you're on the premium version, it's kind of getting better. It's way better than the free version. You can see that some of the features like GPTs, upload, it has internet search, I think. You can even do a quick internet search. When you click search, now you can do a general like search of Where is Vanderbilt located? University. And then it will do a quick search because search is on and it tell it's located in Nashville, Tennessee, in the heart of the city, whatever. Yeah, this is like from the Google now. So it's like a Google kind of thing. It's very powerful, actually. Yeah. And now the last thing will be bonuses, like bonus points of what to do. So one thing I like to do when you're doing your essay search, so like I've done this, it has given me this prompt. What you can do is collaboration. So ways of collaborating on your WhatsApp, on your ChatGPT is first of all to share. So you can share your conversation. You can copy this link and share with a mentor or share with a friend, so that if we have an assignment on prompt engineering, like who will do the best work, I can give you like a task and then you try to crack it down. We could just share this link and then paste it on the chat so someone can access this. So that's collaboration, one. Another one, you can collaborate within ChatGPT itself. So this is a response by ChatGPT 4.0, which is great for most tasks. But you can copy that response that it was given and go and ask the same question to the O1 preview that uses advanced reasoning. So you can do that. You can do that. And they basically ask it the same question. So do this. But now we are in O1 version and see how the responses will compare. So the advanced reasoning one will kind of give you a different version, which might be slightly better or will have some new information that the first one didn't have. And it's actually really great to kind of get it. You see, it's now O1. It means that it's using advanced reasoning. That's another way to collaborate. You can make GPT models discuss between themselves and try to score your essay. So it's very powerful. So instead of just starting from scratch and wondering how can my English is too bad, or I can't really write a full sentence on my own, it's been a minute, or I wasn't that great at English. Depends on how you use these technologies to advantage. Just setting aside some money and buying yourself a second brain, essentially, so that you can be more poised to succeed. And the way the world is going, ChatGPT has become a very big thing, even in Duke, in colleges and campuses. It's becoming an issue with professors. They have to actually invent new ways of testing. So it means even if you come here at Duke and you don't know how to use these resources and you have not had enough experience with them, you will not survive in a school where everyone is using ChatGPT to kind of study. You can use it to like ask questions. You can even ask it like, you can ask it like, give me a multiple choice quiz one by one about Duke's Duke's neuroscience program. So imagine 2 years ago when you didn't have this, you probably would go to attend webinars to kind of get things going. But now this one can give you in O1 advanced reasoning, which of the following is the major research focus of Duke's neuroscience program? Then you actually have to think, say, okay, let me go with B, brain computers. Say correct is indeed one of the major research focuses of Duke's neuroscience program. So probably you are applying with a major in neuroscience, and you want to apply to Duke, they want to see, why are you applying to Duke? If you are someone who is applying to Duke and knows that we are big on brain-computer interfaces and you have done something on that area, you're probably going to get in than someone who doesn't even know where Duke excels at. They'll be gassing up Duke like how they have a very good, let's say they have a very good climate change program in neuroscience, and they'll be like, or marine biology, and be like, probably you don't know this school. That's a rejection. And then you say, which neuroscience program is part of the interdisciplinary initiative? So you probably even didn't know. But you can say, probably, let me do Brain Institute. I might even fail. I'm not in there. Yeah, and say, I'm correct. I've seen Brain Institute on campus. Yeah, so you can, the way you use it, and it gives you like in exam style. So people prep for exams using this method. I've used it multiple times and scored well in exams. So you just paste all your PowerPoints from class, and then you ask it to ask you 200 questions and one by one, and it gives you feedback live. So if you don't know how to use artificial intelligence, or this is the first time you're using it, I'm probably wowed by it. But yeah, this is very essential in like competing in the modern age. Okay, so that's collaboration and iteration. So iteration is like, if it doesn't give you a good prompt, repeat with someone else. So like you see, I did Obama and then I did MKBHD. That's called iteration. Asking the same question multiple times in different models. Yeah, but remember this, I can't emphasize it enough. Just no copy paste. Don't let ChatGPT carry your story. Like, don't tell me a 650 word about myself based on what I've done. It will create some fictitious names. It won't have emotionality. You can use it to read, and maybe it will be very effective in your activities list and all the honors section. But please, 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 even if it's there, just type it on your own. Try to rephrase it using your brain. You'll probably learn more. So bonus points, discussions, host discussion sections between AI models. So you can even use Gemini, for example. It's not only ChatGPT. Gemini, there's a Gemini model by Google. You can put the same question in different AI models. My personal favorite is I always ask it to make its best attempt. So like, instead of just asking, do this, you can ask it, make your best attempt so that you can make more effort. Or you can give it accuracy with 99% accuracy. Predict, no, you can't predict. You can say with 99% accuracy, tell me about the class schedules at Johns Hopkins. So it will do more effort to reason. It will do more effort to kind of go deeper instead of just blapping out. It will now be, I know the answers, but I'm not 99% accurate on it. So let me continue thinking, and then it will do a lot more thinking. So ask it to make its best attempt, and then you tell it to use a conversational tone. So if you say to use a conversational tone, it will stop sounding like an AI model and start sounding more like how a human would have said it. So it brings off more. It brings off more human-like behavior in writing. And then you can train your own GPT. That's another one. I went through it. And then iterate, just go on and on and on until you get the right thing. And then there's this thing called the ESA research chart, which shows like, for example, a school like Duke, how many people had this SAT score? How many people talked about environment? How many people applied with biomedical? How many people applied with computer science from this switch area? So it has, it's very hard to find it. I'm actually trying to find it I think, I don't know if they removed it from their websites or they are going to be giving it when application seasons come, but this is one thing that just have that name in somewhere in your brain. And then resources, follow this guy, college is a guy. I've actually linked, just go, if you click this link up, it will redirect you to a page where you subscribe to his is offering. So if he hosts a webinar somewhere or a free workshop, please join, please join. This guy saved me in terms of how I approach essay writing. And then, yeah, so this guy, it will take you here where you'll enter your name. Please do. I'll share this slide with you later on. We also have Gohar Khan. He's a very nice YouTuber. He makes short films about college applications. He also has a college admit program, next admit program, just like USA Prospects program, where he reviews your essay. So you can click edit your essay. And then I think if you have this money, I think it's worth it. It's worth it if it means you want to get into a school. He'll actually do a very good job, 100% satisfaction. For me, I couldn't pay, but he's a nice guy because he also has a YouTube channel where he just gives free stuff. He's very popular YouTuber on college admissions. 5.7 million subscribers. He tells you what to avoid, how to study, side hustles, how to study less. It teaches you about life in school, like nailing your college interview, all this. If you watch most of his videos, you'll avoid most rookie mistakes. That's what I can summarize. I can even put that. Avoid rookie mistakes. And then this one is best at, he's just the greatest of all time in terms of applications. He has wealth of experience. If you can afford some of his programs, consider enrolling. We also have Wangari Mwangi. Wangari Mwangi is a Harvard student who makes YouTube videos about applications, how she got into Harvard, and it's a while since she posted, I believe, but the videos are still relevant. It can give you like some hope and study tips and all that, post application information, most of the things that will be here. Then you can also sign up on Reddit, Quora, and SideChat to kind of interact with students from these colleges. If you go to like our Reddit, so let's say Wangari Mwangi, and then we have Reddit. So let me go to Reddit. If you go to Reddit and you type, for example, Duke, you can go to Duke's Reddit and you can learn about what Duke is, like just day-to-day conversations. Hi, I was wondering if the library is open on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Hello, I'm a first year, I got accepted to Duke Engage. So you learn more about more in-depth programs that Duke offers. Like probably someone wants to know about Duke Engage if he's applying independently. So that's basically it. You'll find a lot of niche resources, like Duke Store links, things about your school. Any school, Reddit is a very nice place to interact and like to hang out when you're not studying or when you're doing other things. Yeah, so that is all for resources. These are very nice, very short, but very info-packed, especially now that we have even the recording to go for it. This is just 1.5 pages, but if you actually implement everything that is there, you're probably gonna be sorted in terms of how you're gonna get resources.